You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio, on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Hi, welcome to Keeping Up with Conroe, hosted by Visit Conroe. I'm Jody.
And I'm Shannon.
And we are here to highlight upcoming events and local businesses in the area. We are here live on the second Tuesday of every month at 11 a.m. And after the show airs, we will post on podcast, YouTube, and all the fun stuff. So tune in regularly to Keeping Up with Conroe. So,
hi, I'm back.
Hi, you've been gone for a minute.
I have. I think I've missed a couple, haven't I?
Yes, that's okay. You're back.
Too busy traveling, promoting this great community. This is my favorite time of year.
I know. The weather's beautiful.
First of all, it's cool.
Yes.
Second of all, we have so much stuff going on. I'm so excited.
Yes.
This weekend's going to be busy.
Yes. Catfish is coming.
Catfish Festival.
Pat Green and Kevin Fowler.
Yep.
I'll be here all weekend.
Got a geocache. No, we've got a bull riding event.
Bulmania.
And they'll be here to talk a little bit later. And then we've got a geocaching thing at the end of the month. That'll be really fun. It seems like something every weekend, right?
It is every weekend we have something going on.
And then November 8th and 9th. Right?
Yes, we have a pretty fun event to talk about.
TUFF.
Yes.
So
we have Jason and Gary Lynn here with us today. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi. So we are here and we're going to talk about Cooking for Courage. So we know it's 8th and 9th of November. And so tell us a little bit about it.
Well, it's going to be out at the Montgomery County Fairgrounds, November 8th and 9th. It's pretty exciting. The VFW is going to be serving a free dinner to veterans. Veterans do get into this event free. Last year we had 92 cook teams, so we're hoping to surpass that this year and have really good weather.
Yes, we're ordering that for this year.
Yes.
Perfect weather.
It's really a great event. Everybody that comes out loves this cook-off. It's an easygoing cook-off. We get a lot of compliments about it. And we also have a kids cook-off.
Yes. So how did you come up with the idea for Cooking for Courage?
Well, I had been putting on cook-offs for many years for the Magnolia Chamber of Commerce. And my family actually was one of the ones that started Montgomery County Fair Cook-Off.
Okay.
So I had already been going to cook-offs, being in cook-offs, and kind of moved into putting on cook-offs. And I had a great group of people with me that helped me with the chamber cook-off. But we all saw something of a greater need, and it was for veterans. So we just took that cook-off idea and what we were good at and made it, benefit veterans. And so it's true to our hearts.
Well, and that kind of leads into my questions is how, tell us, Cooking for Courage, TUFF, right?
Mm-hmm.
TUFF. What does that stand for?
Texans United for Freedom.
And the proceeds of this goes to?
The proceeds of this particular event goes to the Conroe VFW Post 4709, which is my post. Also, Lone Survivor Foundation, Tri-County Veterans Assistance, and the TUFF Foundation.
That's wonderful. I, as the mother of someone who was served in the Army, and my dad served in the Air Force, your husband served in the Marines, and so we believe in that very much. So this is just a great event and a great time because I think in years past it has fallen exactly on Veterans Day, hasn't it?
It has. Yeah.
So
and we're going to keep it the second weekend of November. So it turns out to be great weather. It's a great time of year to have a cook-off. Not too hot,
right?
Not too cold,
right?
Most years,
right?
So.
Well, and even if it does get a little chilly, that's okay. Just go stand around a cook pit. I mean, you'll warm up.
That's very
real quick.
true. That's very true.
I may have grown up around cook-offs too.
I think that is a Texas thing for sure.
And you said it's free for veterans to get in.
Yes.
How much is it for?
It's $5 for the public, which is a minimal cost.
So cost effective.
We'll have live music throughout the day on Friday and Saturday. There's going to be vendors. There's going to be car shows. We have a very patriotic event that the VFW puts on their annual ceremony for Veterans Day on Saturday at 12 o'clock.
Oh, great.
It'll start with a flyover, And it's, we'll have choir there singing national anthem. It's just brings tears to your eyes, this event that happens.
Right.
So.
And I think it should be noted that it's my understanding that our VFW is one of the largest in the nation, correct?
Yes, it is.
Is it
And-
really?
Yes,
I
it
didn't
is.
know that.
Yes, and so we have a great support system and a great group of veterans that work together in our community. And
For sure.
I think that needs to be noted. That's another reason why our community is as amazing as it is.
That's very true.
So
For a variety of reasons, but
Yes.
that certainly, yeah. I
Yes.
never knew that it was
Yeah.
one of the largest. That's great.
yes, and I mean, and they're amazing people, and so I mean, they're just fun to work with.
Are you still looking for any volunteers to help, or?
We are looking for volunteers. We still have room for cook teams as well. So
Okay.
you can go to tufffoundation.org and sign up to be a cook team or a volunteer. And you can also sign up for the kids cook-off there as well.
Yeah, tell us about the kids' cook-off. That's kind of fun.
Well, the kids cook-off is sponsored by Constable Chris Jones this year. And each kid gets their own barbecue pit, which is kind of cool because the barbecue pit does turn into a cooler too. You'd have to see it. It's kind of crazy, but it's cool. And each kid will get their own barbecue pit. The pork chops are donated by the Barbecue Commanders, another cook team out there that really supports us every year. And they, each kid will have their own pit and cook their pork chops on their pit. And
What are the ages?
the ages are, there's 2 categories, a junior and a senior category. It's 5 to 9 and 10 through 14.
How cool. That's
Yeah.
so awesome.
It's really neat, and the kids get to be a part of cooking with their parents. If they if they don't have parents out there cooking, they can cook with the constables. Constables will lend their assistance and make sure there's no one getting burnt.
How fun for the
Uncooked.
kids. Yeah.
I know. Yes.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
fun.
neat.
And give us your website one more time. Did you already mention that?
It's tufffoundation.org.
And you can
And
get
what-
information on everything there,
Oh,
right?
yes,
From
for sure.
tickets to attending to volunteering and
for sure,
everything.
yeah.
Perfect.
What cook-off team? What food will the cook-off teams be competing against?
Friday night, it's going to be an open category, protein only, and cocktail. And Saturday will be beans, chicken, ribs, and brisket. Yeah,
And
so
we need judges.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah,
Those categories.
we definitely need judges. Say that again, Jason.
We need judges to
Judges.
come out. If you want to come out and sample the food, you can sit there
Well,
for a particular category,
okay.
eat all day long,
Right.
whichever one you want to do.
I like that.
So my brother-in-law does this cook-off every year, and so I go out there and I eat all of his food and drink all of his drinks. And so I love this. I love going out there and being a part of this. And
Well, and as someone who did not grow up attending cook-offs, what does my ticket get me? What does that, just in the gate and walk
Yes.
around? Do you buy food?
Yes.
Okay,
We'll
perfect.
have food trucks there. Well, and again, you can judge, you can sign up to judge. And some of those judges don't even leave the judges area. They stay for
Yep.
each category.
Yep.
We have several rounds of judging because we have so many teams. There's like 3 rounds of judging per category, so we need a
Yep.
lot of people to
Okay.
judge. So yeah, and once you come in, there is kids activities, a kid zone. There's going to be the car show. There's going to be live music on the stage all day.
Vendors.
And vendors.
We buy signs out there. Y'all have had the last couple of years like a wood maker that comes out and sells these huge wood signs. And my husband got one last year that had the Marine Corps emblem on it, and it hangs in our house. And
Oh, I remember
there's
that.
there's some
Yeah.
really great vendors out there, really talented vendors. And I think that should be noted that, they're not just cheesy toys. They're great, authentic, homemade items that are
Yeah.
built to stand. So
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
For sure. We do have great vendors. I do want to say also, Spirit of Texas Bank is our title sponsor
Yep.
this
Oh, good.
year. And we're so lucky and appreciative to have them. They really do a lot for our community and our veterans and first
Yep.
responders. So we feel blessed that they chose us to benefit this year.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning that. They do a lot for our community.
what is
for
Boots
sure.
to Badges?
Well, I'm going to let Jason take the reins on the Boots to Badges program.
Hi, Jason.
I have
He's
to talk.
heading that
Yes.
So our Boots to Badges program is it's a homegrown program that we put together to benefit veterans, and what we're looking to do is provide financial incentives for folks that are coming out of the service to go to the police or the fire academies and then get reemployed back here in Montgomery County. So we have a lot of connections with police and with the fire departments and the folks that we work with here. And so we wanted to be able to take the money that we're raising here locally and benefit some local folks and put them right back to work here locally. It's full circle.
Yes.
All the way from the raising the money to the person going back into the, maybe even law enforcement and protecting us here at home.
That's wonderful. That's really good.
So I know that in the past y'all have worked with Marcus Luttrell. How are some of the ways that y'all do work with Lone Survivor Foundation?
Well, we did have a motorcycle raffle last year.
Yes.
And we had the motorcycle last year at our cook-off. So
It
Marcus
was a
Luttrell-
beautiful motorcycle.
It was.
And the funny thing was, he did sign it for us, and we were so appreciative of that. The bike was beautiful on its own, but that really just made it one of a kind for real.
What happened to it?
Well, actually, the guy that won last year at Cooking for Courage, he donated the bike and the proceeds, half of it back to us, and then the bike itself to the VFW. And the VFW raffled it off for about a year.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So it really...
It got double duty.
It
That's
got
awesome.
definitely... It paid off for
My
real.
husband wanted it.
Yeah.
A lot of people wanted it.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful bike.
I'm really hoping that the owner of the bike will come to Cooking for Courage this year. I'm working on that. So
Oh, that'd be
it'd
great.
be nice to just have the bike there, kind of
So
parked
did a
in front of the stage.
Veteran end up with it?
I believe so, yes.
That's amazing.
Because, I believe so.
That is
Not
amazing.
100%, but I'll make sure of that.
Okay, so I forgot to ask, is your cook-off sanctioned? I know that's important for some of these teams.
Yes, it's sanctioned Lone Star Barbecue Society, and you can go online and they have their rules on
Yes.
there, and they're a little bit different than IBCA, but you don't have to be a sanctioned cooker to come to this cook-off. Or if you decide you want to be a sanctioned cooker, you can sign up at the cook-off. So,
That's important
Tell us
to
about
some.
the payouts and why that's unique.
our payout this year is going to be $10,000 in cash and prizes, and we are paying out first through fifth place.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of new, but we're kind of spreading the wealth. And I already broke down the payouts, and it's a significant amount of money. It really is.
That's great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And more people will get to be, winners and
Oh,
get to
yeah.
walk away with the prize.
Exactly. And we also have the Calcutta. Calcutta, we're paying, we used to pay first place brisket only. Now we're going to do first, second, and third place brisket will get paid back out of the Calcutta.
Oh, wow.
So, cookers, there's just more, we're trying to spread the wealth a little bit, so it's more of an incentive for cookers to come out.
So do y'all have an auction item? Don't y'all have an auction there?
Yes, we have an auction. It'll be at 5:30 on Saturday on the stage.
Live auction?
Yes.
Oh, fun.
And we'll have everything from barbecue pits to guns to beautiful handmade quilts. Last year we had a beautiful Labrador puppy.
A cake. We had a cake that did real well one year.
Yeah.
I'd
That
buy a
someone
cake.
baked.
Yeah.
All kinds
It's-
of fun stuff.
It is a lot of fun. We also have a silent auction as well. So we are asking each of the teams to bring an auction item. So we wind up with a lot of neat things that you would
Oh,
never
that's great.
think about.
So if somebody wanted to donate something to the Live or the Silent Auction, how would they get a hold of you?
Well, there is our phone number. It's 469-626-8833. And we can come and pick it up. We can meet you however you want to do it, if you have an auction item, or just bring it to the cook-off.
Okay.
And then before we let y'all go, just tell us one more time, your tickets are only $5.
Yes.
Is there a price difference in advance versus at the gate?
No.
Nope. And I'm sure you'll take donations if people wanted to pay more than $5.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Because it does, like you mentioned, go to some great causes. And they can get all this information and more, how to volunteer, how to sign up to be a judge, how to buy tickets, the times, and all the stuff about the event on your website. And tell us your website one more time.
Okay, it's tufffoundation.org, TUFF foundation.org.
Awesome. Anything else we failed to ask that you want to make sure and get
Man,
out
y'all
there?
are good. I'm just along for the ride.
We have all the information on our website
Yes.
as well, and we will certainly share this on our social media. You can find out all of that at Visit Conroe. But this is wonderful. Thank you so much for all y'all do for our community. This is a great event at a great time of year, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So,
We
y'all.
will be out
Definitely be
here
out
at
there.
the Catfish Festival too.
oh, are
Will
y'all
you?
going to have a
Yes,
booth out
we
here?
have a
Yes.
booth
Oh,
out here, so
perfect.
be looking for us. We'll be selling some TUFF merchandise.
Oh, good. Yep,
good.
we'll see you then this
We'll
weekend.
be here all weekend, so
Yes, we will.
It's gonna be fun.
Well, thank you both. We appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break now, but stay tuned. Up next, we'll be visiting with Benny Cood and a bunch of other people I saw him bring in here to tell us more about Bulmania coming up. You're listening to Keeping Up with Conroe, hosted by Visit Conroe.
From the beginning, the main purpose of the Cooperative Extension Service has been to change human behavior by teaching people how to apply the results of scientific research. By utilizing a holistic, multi-level approach, Extension family and community health programs encourage health and well-being for everyone. Addressing values, concerns, and needs with reliable science-based information, Extension programs help people lead healthier lives. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
The Texas A&M AgriLife Extension Service has been dedicated to educating Texans for over a century. In 1915, the Extension Program was established under the federal Smith-Lever Act to deliver university knowledge and agricultural research findings directly to the people. Ever since, AgriLife Extension programs have addressed the emerging issues of the day, serving diverse populations across the state. Texans turn to Extension for solutions in horticulture, agriculture, 4-H and youth, and family and consumer sciences. Extension agents respond not only with answers, but also with resources and services that result in significant returns on investment to boost the economy. Join us Fridays at 1 o'clock for the AgriLife Extension Hour.
Remember to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on your computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show. With monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Did you know that there are over 153 million orphans in the world today? The sad reality is 99% of those kids will likely never be adopted. Core Love is an organization right here in Conroe that takes care of orphan children in Haiti, Honduras, and India. We bring the love of Jesus by providing their 6 basic needs of clean water, proper food, healthcare, education, job skills, and a loving home. Visit corelove.org, that's CORELUV.org. Will you help defend the orphan?
Hey guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris. And we're with the Ticket Stub Podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show.
If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub Podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio.
Hey, and we're back. You're listening to Keeping Up with Conroe. I'm your host, Jody, and we are with Visit Conroe. Our next guests today are Benny Cood, Boudreaux Campbell, and Parker McGowan. I hope I said all that right. And we're here to talk about the Conroe Bulmania. So hello, everyone.
Hello.
Thank you for having us.
How are y'all today?
Good. How are you?
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Good. All right, so we have a pretty cool event coming up in just a week and a half, correct?
That's right.
Conroe Bulmania. So we've had this how many years now?
This is our 6th year.
That is amazing.
Amazing. And you know, thank you so much for Visit Conroe being our title sponsor and believing in us. And the hospitality you guys show us is just tremendous.
We love this. We love this event. It's one of our favorite events every year. I mean, it's unique to Conroe, and you know, it stands out. And so we're super proud to be a part of this. Thank you for letting us be. So, what are the exact dates?
It is October the 19th. Gates open at 6 o'clock. Bull riding at 8. Family friendly. We like to call it a combination of a rock and roll concert, a heavyweight prize fight, and a major league bull riding.
Right. It's fun. And last year, you know, I was able to go and sit actually on the like in the middle of the arena, and there were bulls almost coming up to me. It was so close. It was a little crazy and fun. And I really liked that. I thought it, you know, because I'm a little city, so it was fun for me. But so what can we expect this year at the event?
Well, we're going to have 30 of the top bull riders in the country, invitation only. They all got a personal invitation through a lot of their rankings and their past performances. And, you know, the turnout is going to be extremely high. We will be hosting the $1 Million Bull Team Challenge produced by the CBR. We'll have some of the top team bulls in the country here.
That is amazing. So how can you get tickets to this event?
Well, obviously you can walk up to the gate and buy them. Cost you a little more at the gate, but you can go online and buy them at eventbrite.com or at Cavender's Western Store here in Conroe.
Okay, and I actually had questions about that earlier this week, so that is good to know that you can go to Cavender's.
Absolutely.
So, okay. So how much are the tickets? Do we know?
They start at $15 and up to $35.
Okay. And get there early because last year the seats filled up really
Yes.
quickly.
Yes.
So the key is to get there early and get great seats.
We're doing a few things different this year. When the gates open at 6, we're going to have food trucks. We're going to have games for the kids. Just some outdoor activities prior to the bull riding to entertain the family.
Okay, and then I see that you're also going to do a meet and greet for the riders at Cavender's.
Correct. That will be from 5 to 7 on Friday, the 18th. Come out, you meet bull riders, bullfighters, autograph session, and then Saturday from 1 to 3 at Gullo Ford in Conroe.
All right. I know you're working with Teak at Pacific Yard House this year, so tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Pacific Yard House was a sponsor last year, and this year they're combining a pre-party on Friday night after the meet and greet at Cavender's. Starts at 8 o'clock, live music, great food. Come out, there'll be a lot of our cowboys, a lot of our out-of-town guests coming in will be there. And then on Saturday night, after the bull riding, they're having an after party, which will be awesome. They've got the street blocked off, a lot of beverage, a lot of food. It was really great time, and you know, Pacific Yard House has really stepped up.
They have.
Absolutely.
They are one of my favorite restaurants, and I love that they continue to give back to this community and partner with so many different events. And so I'm really excited that they're partnering with y'all this year.
Oh, they're awesome. It's an awesome opportunity for our fans.
That's great. Okay, so now we have some cool bull riders. How are y'all today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Okay, so tell me a little bit. All right, pick one of you, go first, and tell me how long have y'all been riding?
I've been riding pretty much my whole life. I started out at youth rodeos, and then I worked my way up through the amateur ranks. And then when I turned 18, I got to go professionally. I started riding at Benny's associations and all the way up, and I qualified for my first NFR in 2017. And I went back to the NFR in 2018, and I'm glad to say I'm going back 2019.
Congratulations. And that's a big deal. 3 times in the NFR, and you're super young to accomplish this, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That is amazing. So where all have you ridden at?
We pretty much travel the whole United States of America. I went to Portland, Maine, all the way to California and up to Washington and all around the world.
Oh my gosh, that is crazy. So what do you like riding in Conroe? What do you like most about riding in Conroe?
Conroe it's not very far from my house. I was kind of raised around here. I went to school in Magnolia for a little bit, and then I moved to Crockett and went to Lovelady. And but it's not very far from my house. The fans are always good here. Benny puts on a great event. The bull riders and the bulls are going to be top notch, so it's hard not to want to come to.
Right, and we have the amazing, the best crowd, right? The best,
the fans here
attendees.
are awesome. Yeah, the fans here are awesome.
That's cool. All right, and Parker, what about you? How long have you been riding?
I started riding when I was 12. I actually started getting on at Boudreaux's house and kind of just made my way up. And my dad taught me a lot, I guess. I guess you could say I progressed a little bit faster than everyone else. I broke the permit record, the PRCA permit record this year, previously held by Sage Kimsey. I think it was at 70,000. I won 72,000 this year, so I was pretty happy about that.
So what does that mean exactly? What is a permit record?
You get your permit before you get your card. You can't make the NFR, which is the end goal on your permit, but you kind of make your way up in the ranks and just kind of learn all the roads and stuff like that.
That is cool. Well, congratulations. That's a big deal.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
And you're super young again, so I mean, to accomplish this at such a young age, that's amazing.
Yes, ma'am. I was very blessed this year.
So where all have you ridden at?
I went to Washington this year, California. I didn't really go to the East Coast that much, but went to Florida and just all in the Northwest.
That is cool. And what do you like riding about? What do you like about riding in Conroe Bulmania?
The bulls are the best that you're going to get on, and all the riders, they make you want to be a little bit better than everyone else. So.
And I will say that, I've been to a few different bull riding events, and I love that y'all are brothers. And y'all cheer for each other, and y'all support each other. And I think that's an amazing thing, and y'all should be proud of that. Y'all have a bond.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I know y'all were just bull riding like last week. Where were y'all at before here?
I went to Huntington, West Virginia last week and Rosenberg.
That's cool.
I went to Leesville, Louisiana, and I had a college rodeo in Uvalde, and then I went to Rosenberg.
Oh, wow. And where are y'all headed to after this?
Waco.
You just get in the truck and go, right?
We're headed Waco. Waco, Texas. He's out there tonight and tomorrow, and I'm out there Thursday and Friday.
That is cool. Well, good luck. Good luck to both of y'all, and I look forward to seeing both of you at Bulmania in a week and a half.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Is there anything else you can think of that we missed?
Come out. Come
Yeah.
out, join
Come
us.
out, visit
Yes.
Conroe.
Come meet y'all. Come meet y'all at Gullo and Cavender's, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, we want to thank Visit Conroe for supporting this great event, and we, as these young men said, there'll be some of the best bulls in the country, some of the best bull riders, and it will be very entertaining, family-friendly, exciting time. We look forward to seeing everyone.
Good. Well, I'm glad. I'm looking forward to it. So everybody go to eventbrite.com, search Conroe Bulmania, get your tickets, or just pay at the door. Get there early, get some food truck, get some food in your belly, and come watch some great bull riding. All right, thank you guys for coming on. We'll take a quick break, but stay tuned. Shannon and I will be talking with Veronica about geocaching. You're listening to Keeping Up with Conroe, hosted by Visit Conroe.
Did you know there are more than 790 abused and neglected children currently in foster care in Montgomery County? Will you help make a difference? I'm Allie Stevens with Casa Child Advocates of Montgomery County. We train and support volunteers to be the voice of children in the foster care system. Kids are removed from their home because of abuse and neglect, and we need volunteers just like you to advocate for these children. To learn more about becoming an advocate, please visit CasaSpeaksForKids.com. That's CasaSpeaksForKids.com.
Lone Star Community Radio is ready for the summer. If you or anyone you know is looking for a summer internship, Lone Star Community Radio is a great place to learn the radio and TV business. Contact the station at info@irlonestar.com or call the station's message line at 936-647-3776. Lone Star Community Radio offers a great opportunity to those interested in learning about the radio world.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That's Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. If you are on the computer, bookmark irlonestar.com as your internet radio station. A Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting 24/7 from the heart of downtown Conroe, Texas.
Hey y'all, it's DJ Mike from Dance Time in Texas. Join me Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. as I count down the top 10 Texas Red Dirt songs that are packing the dance floor. I'll be featuring local artists and the story behind the hits, shows in the area, as well as new songs that make you want to dance. It's Dance Time in Texas with DJ Mike on Lone Star Community Radio, 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC, Conroe, Texas, or online, irlonestar.com.
And we're back. You're listening to Keeping Up with Conroe. I'm your host, Shannon.
And I'm Jody.
And we are with Visit Conroe. And our next guest.
She's one of our favorites.
Yeah, well, you know, she shares an office with us.
She does.
So we've got Veronica Baca here with us. And hi, Veronica.
Oh, it's good to be here with you two.
Welcome.
Welcome to our home away from home.
I know. Now I know where you go when you run off.
You haven't sat in for me.
Oh, no.
Rebecca sat in for me.
Yes. Rebecca does an amazing job, so one day we're going to have to test you.
Okay.
She's up the ante, so
Great.
you gotta...
Good to know. Thanks, Rebecca.
Veronica chooses not to step up and do it. But
she prefers behind the scenes.
A little bit, yeah.
You were quick to say I'm not doing radio.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
So we'll sneak you in this way. We'll call you a guest and still get you on the radio.
I know.
Yes.
Then it's a short spurt. You don't have to have all Veronica all the time.
Well, Veronica is here to tell us about a great event that we mentioned earlier, the geocaching anniversary event.
Yes.
So, Veronica, tell us a little bit about your role with our office and then what this event is for you.
Okay, well, I am the visitor services manager, so I help groups that come to town and different events, and then I also kind of oversee the geocaching program. So we have a geo tour here in Conroe, if you didn't know that. Let me just go ahead and explain.
Sure,
it.
go for it.
So geocaching, if you've never geocached, is like a high-tech treasure hunt. It's played all over the world by people using GPS coordinates to find hidden containers. Sometimes they have things in them, sometimes they don't. Kind of just a different adventure game played outdoors.
It's a great way to get it's family friendly.
Yes.
It's a great way to explore a community, and that's why we do
it takes you
it.
to lots of different kind of places you wouldn't necessarily see on a map, and different ways to kind of learn about the area that you're in.
Yeah, tell stories. Oftentimes you do. You have to read something and find a date or something. It's really, and some require math.
Some require math. Some require skills like, avoiding bugs or spiders or snakes and things. Yes.
But
so
it is fun.
It's very fun.
You haven't done all of them here in town
not
yet either.
yet.
So, but we've done quite a few together and we've had fun. Jody is our driver. So.
Jody's go, Jody, go. She doesn't get out of the vehicle. She doesn't play in the woods, but she knows where to take
I'm a
us.
city girl at heart. Don't do bugs or dirt unless it's on a sandy beach.
But I bet you they have geocaches on
I'm sure they
definitely on a
do.
beach.
But I will say that it is we did it here in our community because we wanted people to see what we have to offer. And we have had a lot of visitors from all over the country and several outside of the country.
International visitors.
That have come here to do our tour. But it's also awesome for residents to do because, like you said, there's things that even though you're a resident here, you may not know about. And so there are several that are placed in historic locations and several, there's a great whole program downtown, a couple of them now with the adventure tour.
Yes.
And then also like at our attractions, the museum or the breweries or things like that.
Guaranteed you've been walking by a geocache every day and you have no idea it's there because they're all around you. You just don't know that they're there.
That's true.
I think for you, especially because you're not from here,
No,
you're an
not a
import, and so it's a great way for you, who been here just a few years now, to get to learn the area.
Yes.
I mean, not even just Montgomery County, but the different counties throughout Texas.
Oh.
You get to go and you get to learn something about these different places and how amazing Texas is.
I've learned so many things about Texas in different areas, and I've traveled to parts of Texas I wouldn't have seen, and I come back with little tidbits to quiz you guys on because I've learned all this, like you said, history and art and just unique places that I wouldn't have known existed. So.
Yeah, and with that, you've gotten to go to, if there's a geocache at a brewery or a winery, or a foodie or, a restaurant or something, you've been able to go and try new and experience. And I think that's amazing.
It's great. It's a really great way, like you said, to see different places and see what's out there.
And it's great for kids because it gets them
Really good
out
for
of the
kids.
house, and they still get to use their electronic, but they're exercising.
Right. Yeah. My kids do it now, and my grandkids do
Yeah.
it. I mean, we've converted friends, and someday we'll get Jody to do it.
No, don't think so.
But you can just go do one or
yes.
find the one that's closest to you to do. But we have a whole tour,
Yes.
and it's got 32 caches. So, and you can fill out each one. You find a letter, and then you have
Right.
to decipher what it says, and you get a coin, and it's kind of cool. I mean, so there's
Right.
kind of a whole little thing to it.
Yeah.
And we launched that October the 26th last year.
Yes.
And in 1 year, we have surpassed every other tour that has been in existence for years in the state of Texas, for sure, and many outside of the state with the ratings, because then they're rated.
Right, you get favorite points. Geocachers award favorite points, and we have the most favorite points in all of the state of Texas. We've tours that have been in operation for 5, 6, 7 years. We've done more in 1 year. People really love what they see on our Geo tour.
And I will say Veronica does a great job running this program, but we do have a great group of volunteers in our community that have helped put all of these together, and they're just, some of them are fun. They're a diorama, isn't that how you say that? Where, like it's got a scene, or it's a fun little puzzle, or like at the brewery, it's in a beer can in a cooler in the woods. Or, it's
I like
so
the dating
cool.
one where you have to read the different people and figure out which is the right date for Claire, so you know
Right.
which box to open. And
It's
there's just all kinds of different levels
fun.
to it.
It's
yes.
fun.
And hiking through the woods, seeing different things.
It is pretty cool. Yeah. So, what is the event that we're doing for the anniversary?
So for our Geo Tour anniversary, we're going to do several events all on one day. We're going to start out Saturday morning at
October
26th.
Thank you.
At John Burge Park, which is home to one of our geocaches. We actually haven't done that one yet. So we're going to do, geocachers like to do what they call a CITO, which is a cash in, trash out, and they like to give back to the community and clean up an area. John Burge Park is actually really pretty clean, so I don't think we're going to have a lot of work to do there, but we're going to gather up and find some geocaches and whatnot, and then we're going to head to a different location where another cache is, and we're going to clean that up. It's a boating area, and it needs a little love. So together we'll do that, and then there'll be time to do some geocaching in the area and maybe do one of the adventure labs. And then about 11 o'clock, we're going to gather over in Walden at the Yacht Club, and we have a boat captain who's going to help us with our big adventure for the day, because there's an island in the middle of Lake Conroe, and there's a geocache on the island. And so a lot of us have never been to that island. because
Correct.
I can't paddle my kayak that far, and
I
you don't
can't
want to
swim that far.
So
And I won't.
and Jody won't get out of the. I don't know if you'll even get out of the boat, will you? But
I'll get out of the boat.
Okay. But you're going to have to get wet. The boat's not going to be able to get all the way to the
then maybe
island.
not.
You will have to get in. And so
Maybe I'll
that's-
take pictures from the boat. I will be useful that way.
You'll be okay. So we're going to go to the island. We're going to get that cache. We're going to have some other kind of geocaching games in the area, so people can do that while they're waiting for their turn to go get the geocache. And then about 4 o'clock, we're going to all gather together. We're going to have a fish weigh-in, which sounds a little misleading, but it's a geocache game. We're going to have a fish weigh-in at B52 for our kickoff for our celebration there. So we'll have food and prizes and get together and talk about the adventures and who made it into the lake and maybe who didn't, and biggest splash contest.
Be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a great day.
And we've got prizes and giveaways and all kinds of
Prizes and
things.
giveaways. We've invited geocachers from all over the state and all over the country. We've got people coming in to make a weekend out of it.
So there'll be some who are very experienced. Can someone who's just getting started come and join in some of this
Definitely.
stuff?
It's a great time. Geocachers are really nice about trying to teach others what this game is all about. So they're very helpful at giving information or taking you along on an adventure. So it's a great time to come out and just say, hey, what is this? How do I get involved? And it's real quick to start. I mean, really all you need is a phone or a GPS, and you download an app, and then you're in. And then it's just a matter of...
Doesn't cost anything.
No, it doesn't cost anything. I mean, you can do it for free. There are levels where you can pay to get more information, but you don't need to. So
Yeah. And you sound like one of these that has been doing this for years.
No.
When did you get started, Veronica?
Well, I started in March of this year when I learned that would be part of my new job. And I said, I should probably figure out what geocaching is.
And how many caches have you found in 6 months?
In 6 months.
She surpassed me.
I have now found 267.
Oh my
I
gosh.
know. Well, I went to
right.
I went to an event 2 weekends ago, and I completed my first geo tour in Louisiana. So I got 51 caches in 2 days. So that was a bit of a challenge.
And your husband loves this.
He does love it, yes. So we've cached in, I think, 8 different states now. Haven't made it out of the country yet, but I hope in 2 or 3 weeks I'll get that chance. So yeah, so I'm learning a lot. There's so much that I don't know. Like I learned there's 254 counties in Texas.
There are.
See, you're learning Texas history.
Yes, and it's
We
a
are so
challenge
proud.
to get to a cache in every county, and I now have 47. So
we're getting you there.
Yes, Jody drives me around.
I have driven you.
But it's really fun. No, it's a great, and it's the kind of thing you don't have to do it every day. You can do it, when
Right.
it works for you, or when you have some free
Yeah.
time, or a great day like today to get outside.
Today is the day.
So tell us, you mentioned the Adventure Labs, and I haven't had a chance to do it yet. I waited until you got it all launched.
Okay.
So I do want to try it. But tell us, what is an Adventure Lab?
So an adventure lab it's very similar to geocaching, except you don't have to find a container at each location. Usually you're going to have to read something, find something, maybe locate information on a building. So you're using the environment around you to solve something, and there's usually kind of a theme to it. In our case, we have a Conroe downtown walking tour that we turned into an adventure lab. So you're going to visit historic buildings, you're going to look at some artwork, you're going to see historical markers, and you're going to use all of that to answer a question at each location. And then there's kind of a theme that pulls it all together. And in this case, it's based on Conroe history. So sometimes you can walk to all the locations. In this case, you can. There's 13 locations. It would take you about 90 minutes in the downtown area. Sometimes you have to drive. The one we will release on October 26th will be more of a driving. It's going to take you along Highway 105 to 13 different locations.
Awesome. Sounds so much fun. And do we have a page on our website that has that?
Excuse me. We do have a page on our website, so you can go to Visit Conroe. And if you look under Things to Do, there's a geocaching web page or event.
Yep.
And then you can also check things out on geocaching.com. That's the website for the application and the program that runs the geocaching.
And you can find out you can put in your address and then it'll show you where they all are.
And there are
close to
so
you.
many.
I know, it's amazing. And you're like, how is it there? And I never knew that.
And
like
they're
you
right in front of your
said-
face.
Yeah, like you said, you've been driving past them or walking past them often and never
They
knew.
are in the light pole in the parking lot you park at every day.
Hanging in a tree.
They are. Some of us have climbed a tree to get to one.
That would be Rebecca.
That would be Rebecca. Yes, we just helped with the ladder and
I
stuff.
took pictures.
You did get out of the car.
I did get out because I had to take pictures of this.
Anything that we didn't ask about the geocaching that you want to make sure and mention? You can we mentioned the tour. I will say, so we produce a little passport kind of a thing, and you can pick that passport up in our office, or you can print it off of our website, visitconroe.com, and that will give you more information on how to go about finding all of it. And you don't have to do it all in one day, or do 52 caches in 2 days like Veronica did in Louisiana.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, this
You
is
want to
something
slow down and take in the environment.
Yeah, this is something maybe you and you want to get your kids out and do some things like over the holidays, it's a great opportunity maybe just to do a couple on one weekend and go back out the next weekend and do some more. And it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot out there. There's some that aren't on our tour that are really fun if you wanted to go down to Jones Forest, that are kind of, there's a whole bunch in there, the whole trail that you can get out and hike the trails out there and see some nature and then find these little caches. It's just kind of it's a neat concept. It's really fun.
It's really great. I mean, it really kind of translates to like a Pokemon Go. If you're a Pokemon Go player, it's the same kind of thing, except you're looking for a different object to capture. So
real objects, something that you can touch.
It's tangible. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you actually have to use your brain.
Yes. Oftentimes, anyway. So
right.
Yes.
So
no, it's a really great activity.
if people wanted more information on the event coming up at the end of the month, that's all on our website as well.
It's on our website. You can call the office.
You can come by and visit with us. Yeah.
Yep. You can
check the events on Facebook.
You can check the events on Facebook. You can look the geocaching.com website has the events listed there as well. They also have a lot of great videos if you're wanting a little bit more information about how to get started on geocaching. And we are planning to do kind of a 101 how to geocache class eventually, but it'll probably be more in the springtime. So,
But again, if you want to come out and do the events October 26th, then you don't have to wait for a 101.
No,
you
just
can
come see
still,
us.
and people will tell you how to do it, and it's just fun.
I love the group. We've gone to a luncheon for these with some geocachers and local geocachers, and they are all friends. And even if they're just first time meeting you,
They're so nice.
Yeah, they include you and they ask the questions and they answer all of your questions. So come out on October 26th because you'll meet somebody. You might make a new friend.
And you might be surprised that you actually know a geocacher
Yes.
and you just didn't know they were a geocacher.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So no, it's great. It's a great opportunity to get out and explore.
Right.
We want you to stick around. Well, I've got some more questions for you. I mean, you help all these groups that come to town, and I just would like to maybe ask you a little bit about some other events and groups that are here. I know that we've got a big bowling tournament every weekend. So that's going on out in Cut and Shoot, but they're probably eating and shopping and staying in our hotels. But it's every weekend, right?
Yes, 8 weekends. Started 2 weekends ago, going into November. So, and yes.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And where are they at?
So they are bowling at Time to Spare. They're bowling on Saturdays and Sundays. So if you were trying to get out there to bowl, you're probably not going to be able to get in right now because they've kind of taken over. They have different, like 2 to 3 flights every day trying to get all these Houston area State Bowling Association bowlers in for their tournament. So,
wow.
Yeah, they have.
What other groups are we working on right now?
Well, we've got a couple of things. We've got a big, the AKC, the Conroe Kennel Show, that's coming up towards the end of November, so they're going to be coming into town. We had the Bull Riders on earlier, they're coming.
Got Renfest has started.
Always, yes.
Renfest. Last weekend was the first weekend.
Yeah, so we've got more coming up.
And we've got Conroe Day. What day is that?
It is.
That's November 16th.
Yep.
Yes.
So Conroe Day out at, we'll all be there,
We'll be
out
there.
at Texas Renaissance Festival.
We'll be
so
handing out our Visit Conroe goodies, and then we're going to go in and party with you.
We'll have some fun. Yeah.
Taking all the sights of the Renfest.
So I said it last year. I'm from here, and I still have yet to go to Renaissance Festival.
That's just sad.
I have never.
So I went last year, so I've already been there without
That
you.
is just sad.
I know.
I'm an Aggie, and we would go every year.
I
Bunch
know.
of,
I mean,
as a
born and raised
student.
Conroe girl here, and Renfest was
I can't
just
believe that.
someplace I haven't been.
I know. Well, it's outside in the woods. That explains why you
Yes.
wouldn't go. It makes sense.
It is a little fun. It's
I'm excited.
No, it's really it's a great time.
And my daughter has gone, and so Stacy loves it. Every year she goes with her friends, and she even thinks it's crazy because she said once you get out there, it's so much fun. It's a whole different world.
It really is. And Conroe, we are very proud to be the destination sponsor for Texas Renaissance Festival. A lot of people, because there's no hotels in Todd Mission, so a lot of people stay here and go out there and buy packages and do all kinds of stuff. And as a sponsor, we get our own day, which is November 16th, as we mentioned, but we also get a lot of tickets to give away. And Jody's been doing a good job on our social media of giving those away. So those listeners that might want to go out there, be sure and
You still have some more to give away.
I
don't
do
you?
have some more to give away. We're working on catfish this week, and so maybe next week look for our newest,
Absolutely.
giveaway.
Absolutely. So you mentioned catfish. Let's run through some of the events that are coming up. I mean, we've got Cajun Catfish Festival this weekend. We're real excited about it.
Excited about that.
And we're so happy that the weather's cooperating.
This
It's gonna
weather had
be-
better stay.
It is. It's going to be actually cooler on Saturday.
I
So
love
it's going to
that.
be
I look
really,
forward
really
to it.
nice.
I'm excited. So Kevin Fowler and Pat Green are closing up Saturday night, and our own Honorable Reverend Sleepy Ray will be on Sunday. We've got a great lineup. We have catfish food vendors coming.
The kids
the
zone is
carnival.
huge. I love to
carnival should
watch
be
them
setting
move
up
in.
Yes. Lots
Yeah.
of Wayne Toops, some Zydeco performers are going to be at the other stage right here on the backside of the courthouse
Cajun
on Main
stage.
Street.
I'm gonna have to check that out. That's one thing I haven't
It is
heard or
so
seen yet.
cool.
So
I'm from Louisiana. It's good.
Yeah, so I haven't.
Yes, and we're going to
I've heard
have
that.
a little Miss pageant, so it's going to be good.
And then lots of vendors. It'll be real. And then the new
Arts Village.
Yes.
Yes.
That's going to be really cool. I'm excited
Yes.
to see that. That'll be fun. So that's this weekend.
That's Friday, y'all.
And then next weekend, we just heard from Bulmania.
Yes.
So that'll be really a great time. That's out at
19th.
Lone Star Convention
Gates will
Center.
open at 6, and the bull riding starts at 8. 30 bull riders.
And then a week after that is
We have the geocaching anniversary. So we've really covered
all of
October.
It's my favorite time of year. I'm
and
telling
then,
you.
on a Sunday, you could head out to the Ren Fest because they're open Saturday and
Oh,
Sunday.
they are,
So
absolutely.
You've got your
And
Saturdays booked, but you
kids
could
are free
still-
on Sunday.
Oh, so even better.
So families can go on Sunday, and you only have to pay for the parents.
There you go.
And then in November, we heard earlier from Gary Lynn and Jason on TUFF Cooking for Courage cook-off. So that's November 8th and 9th, also out at the fairgrounds next to Lone Star Convention Center. And then Faith Fest, November
Yes.
25th. That's over here at Sacred Heart Church, just right here across Fraser from downtown. And that has sold out every year that
Every
they've had
year.
it. So if anyone's interested, I've forgotten the name. He just released the
Matthew West is the
Thank you.
headliner.
They just released that
Sarah
last week.
Kroger and Danielle Noonan, I believe. Was
Oh,
the
there you
third.
go.
You're good at that.
I was just updating some information.
There you go. So should be a good time, but it is inside in the
Yes.
Sacred
Yes.
Heart
And
Church, and it
The brand
will-
new Sacred Heart Church.
It will sell out. So
Yes,
if you're interested in that, get
your
your
tickets
ticket
soon.
early. And that gets us into the holidays. I mean, it's just
then we're
crazy.
in the November to Thanksgiving.
Right. It just,
Oh my gosh.
So we'll have lots more. I do want to touch on before we close up, Veronica's job again is to help these events. So if people are interested in holding an event or a conference or a tournament or whatever, reach out to our office. All of our services are free of charge. If you're bringing people into our community, to stay in our hotels, to eat in our restaurants and shop in our shops, for whatever reason, we definitely want to make sure that we help roll out the red carpet for your visitors and your guests, and
welcome
that they
them to
love our community as much as we do. So
right.
we definitely want to show off what Conroe has to offer. And you can find all this information on our website, contact information for all of our staff. The calendar of events, our services, and everything on our website.
Visit Conroe.com.
There you go.
Yes.
So anything else?
Think about a busy month.
yes, we've got a lot to do. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, we would like to encourage everyone to get out and take advantage of this weather.
Yes.
Go to the festival, go out to Bulmania, or come check out
geocache.
Geocache. Yeah.
Come check it out.
Yeah. So thanks so much.
Yeah. All right, so want to know about the local hidden treasures? Looking for things to do in Conroe? The goal of Keeping Up with Conroe is to promote all that Conroe has to offer to residents and to visitors. So tune in monthly. We are here live on the second Tuesday of every month at 11 a.m. And after the show airs, we will post on podcast, YouTube, social media. Check out our website at visitconroe.com or follow us on social media. Search at Visit Conroe and tune in regularly to Keeping Up with Conroe. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.